we got rain chances back. Right now it's looking like mainly a Sunday thing, and actually I did pull the trigger on the first alert for Sunday. We are expecting at least some minor impacts from our next system coming out of the Gulf of Mexico, potentially bringing some minor flooding issues. Also going to be a wind threat with it, maybe some gusts 30, 40 miles an hour, which that combined with some saturated soils, maybe some isolated power issues, but I think it should be manageable for most spots. Nothing too significant at the moment from what we're thinking, but definitely looking like a very soggy Sunday. Wanted to show you a couple of different models we're looking at. So this is kind of the latest updates from the European GFS and our in-house graph model. So you got the global models on the left, and then the IBM is our mesoscale model we're using to compare. And they're all kind of showing the same thing. Maybe the position of the low is a little bit different between the three, but the general consensus is that area of low pressure will move out of the Gulf of Mexico, bring us some heavy rain along with some pretty gusty winds. So pretty confident in that happening now into our Sunday. So from the Weather Prediction Center, they do have us underneath a slight flood risk. What that means is that scattered flash floods could be possible, mainly localized to our urban areas around small streams or places that just are very flood prone, so that are poor drainage, low lying. That's where we likely will have some issues on Sunday. But for the next couple of days, not too bad. Friday's going to be sunny, cold start. We're actually expecting temps to get into the 20s by daybreak tomorrow morning. And then on Saturday, we're expecting more clouds to move in. That likely will keep our temperatures 30s in the morning and staying with highs near 60 into the afternoon. Now, our rainmaker this weekend is still brewing in the Gulf of Mexico, so this still has ways to go before it does reach us. But what's basically going to be happening, this low develops, and then this next incoming upper level trough is going to be driving the surface front and low pressure system and kind of picking this up with it, and then they just kind of converge right over the CSR rate. So this is our in-house graph model now within the range of Sunday. So doing a pretty good job, I think, of showing what's expected to happen. That low pressure system continues to develop in the Gulf of Mexico, but should be well south of us through at least Saturday afternoon. So for us here locally, expecting sunny skies tomorrow and just cloudy skies most of our Saturday. That rain threat will start to push in south and north though once we get into our Saturday night. Rain just kind of picking up in intensity as we head throughout the day Sunday, and not really getting out of here until we most likely get to our Sunday night. So some pretty heavy rain in store throughout the day, looking like a washout for us. And right now the Weather Prediction Center is showing over 3 inches of rainfall for most of the CSRA. So highlighted in this darker reddish color you're seeing here. That's close to the 3-inch plus mark. So pretty impressive totals from the Weather Prediction Center. Right now we're going between 2 to 3, so they're even a little bit more aggressive than what we're seeing. Saturday afternoon, not going to be too breezy, but watch what happens on Sunday. Once that center of low pressure gets closest to us, that's when winds will start to pick up close to 30, maybe 40 miles an hour in a few spots. The big takeaway from this is that the wind threat will definitely be strongest the closer you are to the center. So our eastern counties see much stronger wind gusts than what we're expecting here in Augusta or anywhere up towards Clarksville Lake. So a little bit of a spread there in the wind threat, but it is going to be windy for most parts on Sunday. So with the weekend, try to get outside plans in Saturday. Saturday doesn't look too bad. During the day, just going to be cloudy out there. Temperatures relatively cool, but Sunday, just kind of wash out. Wet and windy is the main thing to take away there from your Sunday. And also, this is going to be a fairly intense area of low pressure, so we're going to see a big barometric pressure drop as this system moves our way starting Saturday and lasting through at least Monday. So unfortunately, this could cause just a little bit extra joint pain for anyone that suffers from arthritis, and this is also enough to kind of mess with our sinuses as well. So barometric pressure expanding, compressing, never great, always kind of messes with your body a little bit. Here's that 7-day forecast. We are expecting nice sunshine for Friday, cloudy skies Saturday, rain will show up Saturday night, and then all day Sunday just looking very wet, and first alert in effect just for some minor flooding issues and maybe some minor impacts too. But heading into next week, we're back to dry weather Monday and hanging on to temperatures a little bit cooler than average most of next week. But hopefully you have a great night. We'll see you again coming up on News 12 at 11.